Hello friends, Christian here with Brick Life Crisis, and today we're taking a look at the LEGO Star Wars Star Scavenger. This is set number 75147. This is a requested video from one of our channel subscribers, Lego Matster. Check out his channel if you don't already subscribe. He does some really cool animations and things like that, but he requested that we do this video next, and so here we are. Star Scavenger, if you are unaware, is outside of canonical Star Wars. This is part of the series called the Freemaker Adventures, and basically the story is there's this young family, two brothers and a sister. They have this little business where they swoop around after battles and pick up remnants of destroyed ships and then use those pieces to make new ships and sell them or repair old ships and that sort of thing. So the series is available on YouTube. If you're interested, you can check it out. But this is one of the sets that LEGO produced to kind of coincide with the series. It's a LEGO animation, so it's LEGO Star Wars. The characters are LEGO. They're not just regular cartoons. They're Lego characters similar to like the Lego movie or Lego Batman movie or Ninjago, whatever. It's that style of animation and those characters. So anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and crack open this box and see what's inside. Alright, so inside we have 5 bags of parts along with a relatively thick instruction manual and 1 small sticker sheet. Alright, here we have the Star Scavenger and our team of scavengers. Let's take a look at these figures individually and then we'll take a closer look at the ship. Alright, this is Rowan. He is our young hero. As you can see, he's got the adolescent legs, so they are not articulated. He has a nice print on his torso, though, and that continues around to the back. He has a decent hair sculpt and nice face. He's carrying a pair of macro binoculars. He does also have a helmet, so if you take his hairpiece off, you can put the helmet on. He's got some flight goggles, and then those, of course, can angle up to reveal his face a little bit better. Pretty good likeness. Looks, well, almost exactly like the character in the show. Yeah, not too bad. Next up we have Xander. This is the cocky but lovable mechanic that can fix or build just about anything. As you can see, he's got a wrench screwdriver combo as his accessory. He has a nice print on his torso that continues down onto his waist and legs. Another nice hair sculpt, and the print of the torso continues around to the back. None of these characters have alternate faces, so what you see is what you get, but a pretty good likeness to their characters in the show. Next is Cordy. This is Rowan's older sister. She also has a nice torso print that continues down onto her waist and legs, and that continues around to the back as well. She has a nice ponytail hairpiece. She comes with this circular saw accessory, and she has a nice face print as well. Yeah, these figures aren't too bad. And finally, we have ROGR, the retired battle droid, nicknamed Roger, R-O-G-R, get it? Haha. Anyway, this is a droid that was part of the Clone Wars and has been salvaged and lovingly cared for by Rowan, Xander, and Cordy. As you can see, he has the obligatory mug, and this mix match of colors is just like in the show, and the idea is that his pieces and parts have been salvaged and replaced over time as things have worn out and such. The back print, or that little 1x1 tile there, in the show has the Freemaker symbol. Unfortunately, they did not include a sticker or a print for that, so he doesn't have anything on his back there other than just the tile. But other than that, this guy is a pretty good likeness to the character in the show. Let's take a look at the ship. I'm going to try and give you a little bit of an overhead view of this thing because it's fairly sizable as far as Lego models go, as far as heft and things. To give you an idea of scale, there's a minifigure next to it. It's not as long as the X-Wing, but it's got a lot more girth. However, in the show, it's substantially larger still. Up in the front, this cockpit area, you can get an idea of the figure next to it. You can basically fit one figure inside there, and I'll show you the cockpit in a moment. But within the show, this would be, the size of the Millennium Falcon cockpit, or maybe even larger. You can get several people in that little area. But in this case, as you open it up, you see inside there's a little printed console piece that you can see there, and just a seat for one figure. In the show, these turrets on the side, which have spring-loaded launchers, and these turrets are actually pretty good looking, I think. They do a pretty good job there. But these are guns that people should be able to sit inside these side things, and obviously you can't do that in this case. The show, as I mentioned in the opening, is about these young characters that use their time and talent to scavenge parts of old and broken ships and repurpose them and make new ships called Uglies or Z-Wings. And these are ships that you might have heard of if you read any of the now non-canonical Expanded Universe books, the Legends series, where they would take, for example, the nose of an X-Wing and the wings of a TIE fighter and blend them together to make some new sort of ship. And that is the type of thing that Xander does with the parts that the team scavenges. So they have a, for lack of a better term, kind of a family crest, which is up there, and it's also seen on the tail wing pieces. And within the show, it's also found on the back of Roger's back plate there, but unfortunately it's not on the figure, as I mentioned. One of the defining features of the ship within the show is on the bottom there is this kind of scoop thing that as they're flying through space, they could kind of fly along and just say this is a piece of spaceship. They could fly along and just scoop it up as they fly by, and that's one of the ways that they would gather their parts that they would then use later on to make new ships. This ship is, as you can see, able to do that, but there's also a transforming feature where you can, first of all, open these wings on the side and then pop it open, and then from within the center of the ship comes this guy, which is a little sort of a mech walker kind of thing that has that scoop on the end. So this little guy is a fairly straightforward build. You've got the articulated shovel piece, somewhat articulated legs and feet, and then there's just room for one figure. There's a little steering wheel there behind the windscreen, and you can walk along picking up debris or spaceship parts, or maybe a kyber crystal, and take it back to the shop and make your Uglies. With the little mech back in place, just kind of rests there, you can then fold up the wing pieces, and they clip with Technic pins in the middle there, and then fold down the sides to cover it up once again, and you have the Star Scavenger ready to take off and go to the next salvage location. So in addition to this set, there is another set called the Eclipse Fighter, and this was available a couple years ago, and it includes a figure of Dengar, the bounty hunter, and a a speeder bike that he has, and then another character from this show called Nari, Naare. The set, incidentally, was 75145, and it includes her ship, the Eclipse, and then it also includes Dengar and his speeder bike. Dengar is also prominently featured in the series, along with Jabba the Hutt, and Darth Vader, and the Emperor, and several others that you would recognize. But in any event, this here is the Star Scavenger, featuring 4 minifigures: Roger, Rowan, Xander, and Cordy, along with their ship. This has been Christian with Brick Life Crisis. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, please check out Lego Matster. As I said, he recommended that we do this video next, and so here we are. Again, we hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments or questions down below, and if you happen to have your own Lego channel, leave the name of it below, and that way we can all come and check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, may the Force be with you.